Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrines Google Hangout. I'm your host, Carl Labert, and you have now entered into our Hangout. And this one is titled, What You Didn't Know About My Wars Against Hebrew Israelite Sovereign Nationalism. Well, it's been going on a mighty long time. Maybe you haven't been in the know, but the term Hebrew Israelite itself, I've been going that ever since I got on the internet. The Facebook days, before them days, the MySpace days, Black Judaism, Black Zionism, blackity black, due to the fact that all these things eventually leads to what we have heard of and know of as the Black identity extremist issue of today in our generation in this day and time. Simple as that, people. There have been agents and people set up in our community to bring us under this program to get us locked up and to increase the prison industrial complex. Pretty much. This is my theory. This is my belief from, being on the front line, dealing with this, talking about this. This is what I done came up with through my studies. As I said, I've been going at the term Hebrew Israelite because it's a domestic terrorist terminology in which the Southern Poverty Law Center and other websites denote them as Black supremacists, due to the fact that Black is also added to Hebrew Israelite. The BHIs are what they call by a lot of people, Christian apologists and different stuff. And it's been a war against Israel for ages. Even God is warring against us because we polluted his name, Israel. Well, we should be surnamed. Our national name entitled to Israel. He called a people and the land after his name, Israel. Let's confirm that. Go to Daniel 9 and 19. I'm going to BibleGateway.com. So depending on how fast, check. Let's see. I'm going to BibleGateway.com. See, it paused a little bit when I did it. That showed that I'm using my Google browser, and it does that. Can y'all hear me? It does that. It stopped the green light from moving, showing that my vocals is coming through. So we're going to Daniel 9 and 19. Basic script. Basic scripture I go to deal with this. Daniel 9 and 19. O Lord, hear. O Lord, forgive. O Lord, hearken and do. Defer not. For thy own sake, O my God, my Lord, my God. Right? Hear this. For thou city in Jerusalem is the holy city, and thou people are called by thy name. And both of those names and title is Israel. Simple as that, people. That's all I ever wanted to be once I come to the realization, whether if you want to argue physical genealogy or spiritual genealogy, my father name is Israel. Whether if it be the Lord God on high or whether it be the physical manifestation of the father of the 12 patriarchs, Jacob. Both of them name Israel. So what if I ain't got it physically, I got it spiritually. I don't have to worry about a damn thing. So, like I said, I've been going against this Hebrew Israelite title because people has over the years taken, I don't know what you would call it, some type of, well, I don't even know, I can't even find a terminology if it's one out there. Solidarity in the fact that Hebrew Israelites are the #1 domestic terrorist group in America or the world or whatever. people then took solidarity in that. Yes, we the number one terrorist group. Nah, y'all could be the number one terrorist group. I'm not a part of that group. You see what I'm saying? Not me. No, I don't think so. I choose not to be. That's why I didn't win at the title for years now. Simple as that, right? So anybody that's trying to nationalize under Hebrew Israelite, I've been against for the longest. Now, some of them I outright attack, and some of them I just laid back and let them do what they do. You know what I mean? I just let them do what they do. But as we all know, there was a community discourse that took place about the term RBG Hebrew. Now, what I'm learning from people perspective of what a Hebrew is now, or what Hebrew stands for in their national discourse about Hebrew Israelite. Hebrew is a nationality now. I never knew that. I don't believe it's true, but I never knew that people thought that Hebrew was a nationality. So I guess when they call themselves, this is just to deal with the RBG Hebrew stuff, they're the red, black, and green nation. You know what I'm saying? They're part of the red, black, and green nation known as Hebrew, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they agree with Hebrew being a nationality. Maybe they don't. But obviously, they call themselves red, black, and green Hebrews. You know, the book of Hebrews was written to the nation of Hebrews. I don't know. This is the unsoundness of the term Hebrew Israelite, whatever you want to say. And anybody that's trying to attain sovereignty under a pseudo name or nationality is just dumb. Dumb meaning can't speak. They shouldn't even be able or allowed to speak on the subject, doing it in that manner. There's no such thing as kingdom of Hebrew Israelites, nation of Hebrew Israelites. Not even okay. I'm not gonna say that. Then I sound like a fool or dumb. I guess you could say there's such as a family of Hebrew Israelites. Because that's all you're trying to do is tell your genealogy. Anytime you mention Hebrew, you're mentioning genealogy because it has nothing to do with nationality. Genealogy, most definitely. Are you a Hebrew? Yeah, that's my genealogy. That's basically what you say when you say, yeah, you're a Hebrew. So what nation you from? What land you from? Where do you dwell at? Then you be Pacific. Well, I'm from America. Oh, I'm from Israel. Oh, I'm from Russia. I'm from whatever Russian country there is, you know. I'm from Africa and whatever particular country you in that continent. This is what you call sound teaching. That which can produce sound teaching and become sound teaching. You can't be sound with Hebrew Israelite. So the fella that I've been getting into it with, because he attacked me. Number one, we've been at war on the low, right? On the low, we've been at war because I'm against Hebrew Israelite. It's a terroristic term, and I'm against sovereign because it's a terroristic term. With the sovereign comedics, polite and all of them, the sovereign Moors, Taj Tariq Bey, different ones, sovereign aborigines, Ali Muhammad them, ISIS them over there, and sovereign Hebrew Israelites, Mighty Hebrew and others. Sovereign Negroes, ass crackers or Europeans or whatever you want to call them, degrading or whatever, if you feel Negro is degrading to us as a people. It's a dangerous thing. And all of the different ideologies, theologies, we'll say black liberation theology, of liberation or whatever, all of them has adopted this sovereign stuff, which puts you up under the eyesight of the federal government also. Shouldn't do that. I'm against that. So Hebrew Israelite against that, sovereignty against that. I started telling people use the term autonomy. They haven't corrupted that and made that evil yet. And you can actually get away with something called church autonomy, meaning that you're not sovereign, but at the end of the day, you are given autonomy, which the Roman Empire gave to the Israelites even in their day. And even when they tried to, after they brought Jesus to them and he was crucified pretty much by their hand, we know the Lord, his father, is the one that actually put him on the cross, but he used these Roman powers that be to carry it out, and the Jewish people begged them to carry it out. But after they shed the blood of the Holy One of Israel, when they brought Paul to him and all that with King Agrippa and all of that stuff, they started whooping Israelite tails like, y'all keep that stuff in y'all providence and deal with that and y'all the, you know, and y'all religion or whatever. Don't bring that stuff over here to us Romans no more. Trying to show a separation of church and state that we know about today. So we always had autonomy in that. And if our last king, physical king, or whichever one it was, I can't even think of the king list right now. But anyway, whichever one it was, if they wouldn't have broke the agreement that the Lord broke up between him and who was it, whoever it was, I can't even think of that now, then we still would have had a king today, and we still would have had our own sovereignty and autonomy. But that's been destroyed a long time ago. The Lord brokered us that deal, and somebody forefather or someone of our forefathers, elders, messed up the deal. Same way they doing today. Same way they doing today, not understanding the politics of the Lord God of Israel through his theocracy and theonomy. It's crazy, people. All right, yeah. Zechariah and Nebuchadnezzar. There you go, brother. It's good to have knowledgeable brothers around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, people, these are the type of things that I've been going to war with a long time. I see some people are coming around getting comprehension and understanding, and they rolling with, hey, I'm just an Israelite. I ain't no Hebrew Israelite. Don't call me no black Hebrew Israelite. Don't call me no black Israelite. Don't add nothing to it. Just make me Israel or make me an Israelite. But hey, that's the quote unquote cross I have to carry, or should I say that's the bullseye I have to carry. I'd rather use it in that terminology than saying the cross, which is a death symbol, which just saying people are willing to kill me over, you know, my passions, you know, the passion of Israel doctrine. They ready to kill me over it as the mighty Hebrew threatened my life, talking about getting me clapped and stuff, and still pursuing that conversation through so-called death angels and different stuff. You know, I just issued a debate to him, though, on Israel Doctrine Reloaded. I also did it, you know, on a better camera and stuff. You can see my face, you know, you'll see that I had to cut my beard down, make it a goatee, cause you know it started becoming irritable. Something was happening with it, so I'm gonna let it grow and get healthier again. Start from the roots, cut it down as low as possible without razors and stuff. You know, we ain't supposed to do that. But yeah, people, I'm at war with this. And if it's a civil war in Israel over this, you're gonna have to choose your sides. And if anybody say they can prove otherwise than what I put out there doctrinally, politically, and stuff, you know, step in the ring. Don't get mad and want to threaten my life and stuff because I'm destroying your organization that has Hebrew Israelite in it. And I need to know if y'all agree that Hebrew is a nationality and that Israel is a tribal heritage. I need to know. I'm going to just give you a basic scripture because I'm not just trying to have a debate and try to make some money or do nothing like that. I mean, it's good to make money and do stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I'm about waking my people up. I don't need the most numbers on YouTube. I don't need none of that. I need to change paradigms and correct falsehood that's being, you know, marketed and promoted amongst my people that'll get them locked up, get them incarcerated. You know, domestic terrorism is not something you want to be a part of, a title or anything. You do not want to join yourself to domestic terrorist thing. That's the thing, and that's the reason we was in hard labor and stuff. Hebrew slaves, working like Hebrew slaves in Egypt because they felt that we would go with the enemy. We would roll with the enemy. So I know y'all like, what are you trying to kick knowledge? Nah, I'm trying to kick that. You need to learn though, that ether that make your soul burn slow. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to kick knowledge. I'm trying to kick that to make your soul burn slow, Negro. Protect your neck. Yep. Yep. If Hebrew is a nationality, then Ishmaelites and Edomites are tribal heritage, just like Israelite is, meaning that all of y'all are in the nation of Hebrew, but in different tribes. So why would Hebrews be trying to war with their Edomite national brethren or the Ishmaelite national brethren? That's even more absurd, bro. I know. I've been telling people that behind the scene. I ain't talked to you, but I know you know. See, it's people in the know and there's people that's not in the know. It's people that lack knowledge and there's people that got knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in the knowledge and you in the know, then it is what it is, baby, baby. Yeah, for all of them, it was all a dream. They used to be Hebrew Israelites. But I think my doctrine tight. My doctrine tight. You know, I ain't gonna hark on it, people. Like I said, I put the challenge out there. I'll play the video just a little bit here so y'all can see. But go over to Israel Doctrine Reloaded. You can watch the whole thing. I give you a preview over here though. You know, wet your whistle. Then when y'all get through, just mosey on over. mosey on over and take a look at it. I got to get to where I can share the video. When you get through, mosey on over there. So debate, you know, where the winner gets the money. The winner I'm gets down the money. For it. The topic is Hebrew Israelite. Is that our nationality or? So as you can see, Mighty Hebrew, our Israel doctrine will take that $10,000 debate offer. He ignorantly spoke and said that, you know, he'll get it in for $10,000. Maybe he meant what he said. Maybe he didn't meant what he said. But he said what he said. And it's out there in the public now. So either he a man of his word or he ain't. In all actuality, even if he don't engage me, which he called himself doing on a Sabbath day, right? For them, they like to say Sabbath. So as he engaged me and put it out there and tried to show that he was correct, he already then engaged me in the discourse, which is known as a debate, and he lost. He owed me $10,000 anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I give him an opportunity to get on stage and defend his $10,000 and bring all the evidence he can to prove his argument. But I've been doing this a long time. I'm very skilled at debating, and I'm very skilled at killing this Hebrew Israelite pseudo-ism paradigm nationality stuff. So at the end of the day, you know, I'm never broke. Mighty Hebrew got $10,000 of mine. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never broke. When I get my $10,000 from him, you know, we gonna pop champagne bottles and stuff, you know, and enjoy this victory, you know, and let this be a lesson to all other Hebrew Israelites that choose to carry that name and try to speak against me as if what I'm saying is not true. Don't ever, ever try it. If you do, you're ignorant. That's all I gotta say. So, you know, hopefully everybody learn to change their paradigm back to Israelite and leave this Hebrew Israelite stuff alone and cause the federal government to find a new way to try to define you as a domestic terrorist and everything and change their whole program. Because right now, they geared up to lock up Hebrew Israelites, domestic terrorists under that term. And if you change your, you know, terminology, your paradigm, we could cost them a lot of money, which is gonna make them mad also, you know. And then they gonna start getting the ones that should get for pushing this Hebrew Israelite paradigm and not want to change. So they gonna say, you were supposed to have them people locked into that, and you let Israel doctrine come along and destroy our program. All that money we put behind running this false terminology and narrative, and now you don't let this guy come along and change it. So, people, question anybody that's holding on to Hebrew as nationality and Israel is your tribal heritage, or Hebrew is the language and Israelite is your nationality, or whatever they put together to use the combination of Hebrew and Israelite, because they're trying to get you under that domestic terrorist program to fatten their pockets by leading you to the slaughter. Your sheep's led to the slaughter, right? And under the term Hebrew Israelite, you're most definitely sheep's led to the slaughter. I'm trying to lead you away from the slaughter. But if you don't want to go in another direction, by all means, go on to the slaughterhouse, and when others see you get slaughtered and your blood dripping from the meat grinders and stuff, then they'll learn that they took the right right road and the right route. And then, hey, it ain't to my glory. So don't never try to make me an icon, glorify me, or make me anything different than what I am. I'm just Israel, a servant to the Holy One of Israel, High Priest of Israel, King of Israel, blah, blah, blah. So with that said, people, have a good day. Hopefully y'all learned something. And if you're going under that title, Hebrew Israelite, maybe you need to pump your brakes and really consider this thing, or really ask your teachers and stuff, where do this term come from? Is this really a domestic term? Are we being led to the slaughterhouse? I think y'all need to wake up and ask these questions and put some of these so-called Hebrew Israelite leaders in the hot seat. Just like you used to do your church pastors when you start learning certain stuff. Well, ain't the 7th day the Sabbath day? And ain't that Saturday and all of that? And you did that? Don't think that your Hebrew Israelite teachers are infallible and that the stuff they're teaching you is not, questionable and unsound and everything else, where you can't question them on it and get understanding. And if they can't explain it proper, you understand that what they're teaching is wrong and stuff, then you need to consider dealing with some other camp or some other teacher or something. That's all I got to say. Y'all have a nice day. I'm going to proceed on with the rest of mine. Talk to you later. Peace. I'm out.